What is up, you guys? This is Mini Superheroes Today. 40,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Today's video is a big celebration video because Mini Superheroes Today has hit 40,000 subscribers. Unbelievable, but it's all thanks to you. Yes, you watching this video. Thank you so much for being a part of my community. I started Mini Superheroes Today over on Instagram back in 2015, and now 6 years later, it's grown into all of this. 40,000 of you guys on YouTube, over 80,000 on TikTok, and over 70,000 on Instagram. I'm just so flustered. It's so amazing to be building this great community with you guys, and thank you for trusting me with your LEGO news, LEGO custom tutorials, reviews, and all of that great stuff. Now, in today's video, as you saw in the thumbnail, I will be giving you a tour of my LEGO room and some other cool things in my collection, showing you the rare San Diego Comic-Con figures I have, my custom setup, how I make my customs. This is a video for you guys. It's my love letter from me to you saying thank you. But before we get into all of that, I have two announcements. First, I have merch. Yes, you can get yourself a Mini Superheroes Today t-shirt, a sticker, even a pillow. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can get, and I'll drop a link below and start linking it in my videos just below the video where you can pick up some cool merch. If you do get it, be sure to post it, tag me on Instagram. I will repost all that stuff in my story, and I would so appreciate it. The other thing is, I have opened up a P.O. box so you can send fan mail if you so desire. My kind of long-term goal would be to get enough fan mail that maybe once a month I do a fan mail video where I read messages from you guys or maybe take some questions or things like that. So I'll drop my P.O. box address in the description of this video. If you want to send me some fan mail, if you want to send me anything, I guess, you could go to that P.O. box and do that. So thank you guys again for 40,000 subscribers, and without further ado, here is the room tour of Mini Superheroes Today. Okay, so we're standing in the hallway outside the door of my LEGO room, and as we open it up, here is the view that you are greeted with. We can get it in focus. There we go. So we've got the LEGO City, we've got the minifigure wall back there, we've got the gaming station right there with my two monitors, and all of that cool stuff. We've got displays here, so much cool stuff to go through, and we're going to break it all down, but I really want to start with the LEGO City. It's been a while since I've given an update, so let's start there. So the LEGO City is built on top of 3 folding tables, and it has a lot of modulars. Of course, the Avengers Tower is the centerpiece. I've showcased that in some other videos, but it's a really amazing build. Ever since I was a kid, I always dreamed of having a LEGO City, and I did get to build one at my parents' house in 2016, but now that I have a place of my own, it's really cool to also have a city of my own. There's the Daily Bugle, my all-time favorite LEGO set, but there's some really amazing stuff here. I am going to give you a pretty in-depth look here, but of course not like a set review, like breaking down every floor of every building, but we've got the corner garage here. I love the way that it plays into this corner. Nice little bagel stand there. Lots of cars populating the streets. You'll notice some star cars, like some star movie cars, that is. Some really cool stuff all along the streets here. You can see lots of life going on. I love the little food market there. That's very cool. Of course, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is terrorizing the street. And speaking of terror, the poor Daily Bugle has just about every Spider-Man villain ever popping out of it. So that's pretty crazy. Of course, we've got the Ghostbusters Firehouse over here. An amazing set. We do have this Daily Bugle too, just because I used to have that there. And I don't know, I just haven't taken it out yet. It's like the Daily Bugle satellite office. There's my mock build of the Sanctum Sanctorum. For longtime fans, I've shown this off already. That was built using 2 copies of the Sanctum Sanctorum and nothing else, so that was really cool. Back there we have an Avengers Tower, or really more like an Avengers Mansion, which some fans have suggested I should turn into an X-Men mansion, since, of course, I already have the Avengers Tower over here, but it's really cool. Of course, we've got all the Avengers living in it, a battle planning room, really cool stuff. That has a video on its own as well, so I won't focus too much on it. You could go watch that video, but up on the wall here, I have some autographs. This is signed by Ernie Hudson from Ghostbusters. Just above that, I have Adam West, the original TV Batman. This here isn't autographed, but this was a relatively rare promotional print LEGO gave out the day the Hulkbuster came out. Below that, I have an autograph from Peter Mayhew, who played Chewbacca. Here we have the Lego Art Iron Man set. Pretty cool. Not one of my favorites, but it displays well. Here we have my tickets from when I did the Marvel 10-year anniversary marathon at my local IMAX theater. I saw every single MCU movie in IMAX in order. It was stretched across like 4 or 5 days. I saw so many movies in a row, I was almost getting sick of going to the movies. But it was a lot of fun, and I figured I should frame up the tickets, so that was a cool experience. Moving over here, we have my Thor Ragnarok instructions that were signed by Jeff Goldblum, who played the Grandmaster. I met him at a jazz club in LA, and it was really, really cool, and I had him sign my Lego instructions. We've got a Captain Marvel print here. Again, not one of my favorites, especially since it's not very movie accurate, but it looks cool. Here we have a replica Daily Bugle newspaper based off of the Spider-Man PS4 game. If you open it up out of the frame, you can actually take it out and read it. This was given away at GameStop as a promotion when the Spider-Man PS4 game came out. And then I have a Chris Hemsworth autograph down here too. Uh-oh, a little quick on the zoom there. But anyways, back to the city. We've got a little park back in the corner there that I love. Little camping scene. Just a lot of life going on in the streets of the city. I do want to move on and show you the rest of the room, but if you think I should do a full city tour showing you literally everything, drop a comment and let me know, but I just kind of wanted to show you some of that. Of course, this is probably the rarest modular here. This is the original modular. Really, really cool, but yeah, I just love the city. Like I said, it was always a lifelong dream to have something like this, and I'm so thrilled to finally have it now. So as mentioned, the city is built up on some tables, and underneath the tables has become really good storage for boxes. So you can see the original 2002 back there, and I just kind of have random stuff that I have under here. I'm not really sure what the long-term plan is with any of it, but it's kind of my favorite boxes that I like to look at pretty often. So anyways, just a cool little idea. If you have lots of boxes and you have table space, might as well use the storage space that comes naturally under the tables. Now, with that being said, I have 2 Lego AT-ATs over here. I have another one out in my living room. I wasn't planning on showing you my living room, but I guess I might as well. This is a big celebration video. Anyways, behind those AT-ATs, this is the box for every single Lego Indiana Jones set ever made. Lego Indiana Jones is my favorite theme, so I made it a goal over the last 2 years to get all the sets with the boxes, and I checked that off last year in 2020. Just some cool stuff here, just some really cool boxed stuff, like the Doc Ock's Fusion Lab box from Spider-Man 2. The set's actually in there, I forgot how heavy that was. We've got RC from Toy Story. What else do we have here? The Beatles Yellow Submarine set. Now, those are all just the boxes because I have the sets on display. My friend Josh gave me this, the Origins. That's just the box, but he's crazy. He used to throw away his boxes, and now he gives them to me. Here we've got the Ultimate Lightsaber Duel from 2005, the Mustafar set from Episode 3, and then another Indiana Jones set there. Let's see. Let's move up a shelf here. This is just kind of miscellaneous stuff that I really like. Like 2012 Batman Two-Face chase, the Deadpool set back there, that's pretty cool. You can see Deadpool in the helicopter there, but that's cool to have it with the box. Something really cool, this Johnny Thunder set down here, 5918, was my first Lego set ever, so I was able to get it again with the box. That's pretty cool. These are my NBA minifigs. Now, when I was growing up, I loved basketball. I don't really love it as much anymore, but I did have every NBA figure, and these are the ones that survived over the years. So, this is all that's left. I have parts and pieces to them, but yeah, that's all that's left. So, moving up here, I have some miscellaneous Star Wars stuff. This is the second Lego set I ever remember getting. I might have got some in between, but my dad got me that. We went away for Father's Day one time as a kid, and my dad got me that. But we've just got some miscellaneous minifigs here, like Darth Revan. I keep telling myself that I'm going to go ahead and organize these, but it just never happens. Not enough time in the day, but these are all my original minifigs, Lego Star Wars minifigs, that is, from growing up. So, some really, really rare older stuff, like we've got Qui-Gon Jinn. We've got lots of light-ups back here that still work and still light up. These were all mine from being a kid. We've got Jedi Bob and Jango Fett. I mean, right there you're looking at probably $200, $300 worth of figures with just those two. But some really good rare stuff. Zam Wessel, Greedo, Force Unleashed characters. The original Count Dooku, original Darth Maul. I mean, those clone variants alone, like this green one is like a $40 figure now. This one's a $40 figure now. I mean, just crazy stuff. Another like $45 figure. Just some really, really solid, good vintage Lego Star Wars stuff from the original run. Got a sealed set back there. I have the Jango Fett pen. But yeah, really cool stuff. Now, this is the Mini Superheroes Today Minifig Hall of Fame. These are just some of my favorites and random things I've picked up from over the years. My original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man figure from the early 2000s. You'll see he's got a little damage on his torso, but I played with this so much as a kid that shouldn't come as any surprise. That was my favorite minifigure for a very, very long time. This is a custom I made. I stopped playing with Lego when I was around maybe 14, 13, something like that. But this was a custom I made for my character, and this was kind of like an Iron Man armor, but you'll see it's a little bit sun damaged, because, once again, I played with it a lot. Here we have my friend Jeff Cantor from Daredevil. We did a collaboration together, and I made a custom minifig of him, so that's pretty cool. Just some cool stuff I've picked up over the years. My Danny Phantom custom, one of my favorite cartoons ever. Got a lot of the game pieces and micro-style figs. Here we have a store display, the Iron Man store display. I think it was from either Walmart or Toys R Us, but I had a Darth Vader one, and somebody reached out and asked if I would sell it, and I said no, but I might trade it, and it turns out he had the equivalent one for Marvel, so I couldn't say no. Back there we have some Technic sets, some sealed stuff. This is the Lego set that had Kobe Bryant in it, and that's sealed. That's really, really cool. A very cool set here is this Lego McDonald's drive-thru set, 88 pieces. I absolutely love that set. It is sealed. Before I show you what's above that, let's move over here to the Disney Castle. Got some Mario stuff there, but the Disney Castle, one of my all-time favorite sets. Really, really amazing. Take a look at the minifigure wall here in a little bit. Down here, we have the Razor Crest with the Mandalorian minifigures. We've got Jabba's Prize, a legendary old Lego Star Wars set. Really cool. Got some Batman stuff down here, like the Batcave, and just some miscellaneous Batman figures that I really like. Down here, we've got some of my vintage stuff, which is really, really cool. My friend hooked me up with a lot of this stuff. Just vintage boxed sets. I won't go over all of them, but I'll kind of pan the camera over so you vintage nuts can see, what all's back there. Some really cool stuff. Maybe I'll do a video someday breaking all this down. I don't think that they necessarily need reviews just because they're not that interesting anymore. Just because, I think vintage sets are pretty rudimentary, but for the historicity sake of it, or I think that's a word, the historical sake of it, I'll say, I just really like preserving and keeping those old sets with their boxes and making sure that they are well loved. Here is a Lego magazine that Lego was supposed to use some of my photos in, but they didn't. I did a video on that. Search Mini Superheroes Today, did Lego use my photos, and you can see that video. But it's actually a really cool video to watch, but I don't want to spoil it, other than the fact that I just gave away that ultimately they did not use my photos, even though it seemed like they would. So back here, I'm just kind of scooting over on the floor. Back here we have all of my old Star Wars sets boxed. Now this is stuff that I've collected over the years. Some of it is my original stuff, but most of it is stuff I've just collected over the years. So let me actually bring my lighting setup over here so it's easier to see. So it's a little tricky to see from this angle, but here are some of my old Star Wars sets. The Imperial Landing Craft. What else do we have? The Sith Infiltrator, the first Darth Maul Lego ship, that is. The Technic Super Battle Droid, pretty damaged box, but still cool. What do we have? Technic Darth Vader, really cool with the box. And just some cool stuff back there. It's getting hard to reach from here, but you can see Grievous' starship. Lots of cool stuff back there. It's just impossible for me to reach. Alright, moving up a shelf, we've got some more cool stuff. Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter, completely sealed, thanks to my friends over at Replay Toys in Hendersonville, Tennessee, for hooking me up with that. I have another one, but this one is actually open, so it can be enjoyed. We have the Technic R2, which you saw on my shelf earlier. Let's see, the original Lego Snowspeeder, really cool set. The original Lego TIE Fighter. I love that tall box, too. That's a really cool one. Technic Jango Fett, which we, of course, saw earlier, but he was pretty shadowed. You might have missed him. Let's see. The original B-Wing at the Rebel Control Center. This one, the box is definitely pretty beat up, but that's Jabba's Palace. Really, really cool set. I'd love to review that someday. And then this one is actually just the box, but it's the Bounty Hunter Pursuit, which is a very, very rare LEGO Star Wars set. It's actually the only time this scene from Episode 2 was ever depicted in a LEGO set, and as of this video, it's the only time we ever got LEGO Zam Wessel, so that's pretty cool. And I remember building this set with my dad as a kid one day. We got it at Toys R Us, and man, even just the box makes me feel nostalgic. Alright, moving up a shelf, we've got the original Anakin's Jedi Starfighter, the escape pod for the droids. This one you guys will love. This is the Spider-Man Bridge Battle from 2004, I think. 2003, somewhere like that. There's my brickheads of me holding a guitar. Got the long brown hairs, you know. Up a shelf, we've got the Arkham Asylum. Probably the best LEGO DC set to date. At least one of them. We've got the UCS-style Hulkbuster. Got the Batman cowl hiding out there. Got the Toys R Us exclusive set. Just some cool stuff there. This is from a store in Italy. I just think it's cool to have something international with that little sticker on it. Then moving up, we've got the original Pirates of Barracuda Bay, or at least the ship that set was based off of. Up top, we've got the original Ant-Man movie set, which is still sealed. Next to that, you can see I have two versions of that dropship set from Infinity War, and you'll notice the version on the left is the European version. If you take a look at the boxes side by side, you'll see the one on the left says the piece count, the one on the right does not. My friend Mike Jones got me that one on the right from England, so that's really cool. Moving down, we've got the Millennium Falcon, but it's blocked by the Black Widow and Wonder Woman San Diego Comic-Con exclusive sets from last year. Something cool you guys may remember in the time of Corona in 2020. See this sticker on there? That was put on sets that came from England because LEGO had to redistribute a lot of their stuff. So remember up here when I said that some sets didn't have the piece count on it? Well, in America, the boxes have to have the piece count on it, so instead of reboxing it, LEGO just put a sticker, and I just thought that would be something cool to have for the ages, and I have one that had the sticker on it. Anyways, next to that, we've got the box for Doc Ock's Hideout. We've got my Mini Superheroes Today M, which lights up. And then below that, my favorite thing in my collection is the LEGO Marvel Superheroes Infinity War display from Target. Now, this displayed all of the minifigures that you could get from the Infinity War sets. And on the back, it says that this has to be returned to LEGO or destroyed. But at a LEGO convention in 2020, I was able to snag this from somebody. I don't know how they got it. It's not really my problem, but I really love it. I've only ever seen 3 of them. This one, and then 2 have popped up on eBay over the years. So it is incredibly rare. One of my favorite pieces as a superheroes collector, and definitely something I will never, ever get rid of. Alright, so you've seen the shelves, you've seen the wall art, you've seen the LEGO City. Now we'll move over to the display area. This is my handy dandy tripod I use in a lot of my videos. Then back here you can see I've got a very rare Star Wars Episode 2 promotional poster for Episode 2, of course. I've never seen one like it, popped up at a Comic-Con. Over here on the wall, you guys will know I'm a big Ant-Man fan. This is the Comic-Con exclusive poster from 2014, 2015 for the first movie. This is the French version of the very first comic where Scott Lang puts on the Ant-Man suit. The first Ant-Man movie was loosely based off of this comic from 1979. I was told this is French, but it says 12 pence, so it might actually be English. I'm not 100% sure. But down here in 2018, I actually got to go to the Ant-Man and the Wasp premiere in LA, which was really cool. I got to meet a lot of the cast, and Paul Rudd signed this comic book. Check it out. It says Paul Rudd. And Hannah John Kamen signed this. She played Ghost in the movie, so they signed that little comic book for me. Moving up, you can see I have the 1989 Batwing, and it's really cool because it has this little backer. Let me see if I turn the lights off. It's glow in the dark. You can barely see that it glows in the dark, but take my word for it, when the lights are out, it glows in the dark and it looks like the bat signal is up on the wall. Very cool. Up here, I've got all my LEGO helmets and heads displayed. Vader, Iron Man, Boba Fett, so on and so forth. But I need to find a place where I can actually display them all and like Vader's not blocking them. But anyways, got some bricks here from the Legoland Discovery Center factory. I got this in a Lego haul. It's just a cool piece that's printed on a Duplo brick. Similarly, from 2008, I got this Lego Indiana Jones piece here. As you know, Indiana Jones is my favorite Lego theme, and it's from Legoland, California, so that's pretty cool. There's this sterling silver brick right next to it here. I'm not sure where it's from. It's definitely real, but if anybody knows where this came from, let me know. I guess I could do a bricklink search, but I just never think to do it. But it is really, really cool. And then this is a Wall-E that I built back in like high school or something like that. Just a really nice little Wall-E build, and I love the way that it turned out. Probably my first venture into like a mock or a purist build of any kind. Now moving down here, you can see that these are just shelves of things I really, really like to display, like the Endgame Quinjet. There is some really cool stuff here. This is a bootleg Ant-Man. You know, I have to tell you that that's not cool because I'm in the LAN and I can't be supporting fake Lego, but it just looks cool. I mean, honestly, it does look cool. I don't advocate buying fake Lego, but somebody gifted me that and I just thought it was cool. Anyways, I've got a little Infinity Gauntlet mock back there. Another one right here. The Paddy Wagon from SpongeBob. These are really cool. This figure, and this figure. If you look on the back, it says 2012 Lego Store, Nashville, Tennessee. Now, what's cool is when Lego stores open, the first, couple hundred people will get exclusive minifigures that say when the store opened, where it is, blah, blah, blah. And I bought a Lego haul about 2 years ago, and as I was digging through stuff, it had all of these. So just a random dude, a pirate with a gold hook, and then this random girl. I really wish they would have made them like country music stars or look like music stars, but anyways, I guess here, this thank you Lego store piece, certain Lego stores will like get these to give out to customers, and one of the guys at the local Lego store gave me this about 2 years ago. Really cool. We've got the shield display, which comes with the helicarrier. Really, really nice. Of course, we've got this giant 3D printed Ant-Man. It's huge. That was sent to me by Cube 3D. I don't think that they're still in business or still making these printed giant figures, but they also made me that giant Galactus back there that looks great. 20th Anniversary Slave 1, the Shang-Chi dragon back here, the van, the Ant-Man van from the Infinity Saga set, and then the coolest of the cool. This is the Iron Man that came with the UCS-style Hulkbuster. These are legit. These are the first Lego DC Superheroes minifigures ever made. Of course, there were Batman figures made from 2006 to 2008, but these were Comic-Con exclusives at San Diego and New York Comic-Con, and of course, that is the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern and the Dark Knight, Batman, and they're very, very rare. I got both of those on eBay last year. While not quite as rare, this is the Captain Marvel polybag figure that was San Diego Comic-Con exclusive for a very limited time. You guys will remember a while back I bought this for, I don't know, like $30 or $40 or something on eBay, and literally the next day they announced it was coming in a polybag, so yeah, that one's on me. You guys know that I write for 1:37 p.m., which is owned by this guy, Gary Vaynerchuk. I made a custom Lego figure of him years ago, which got me introduced to his company, and now I write for them as an independent contractor. So really cool, and just so you guys know, dreams can come true if you pursue them, and that can happen with Lego too. So let's see, moving down a shelf here, we've got the Infinity War Milano back there, got the 1989 Batmobile, my custom Lightning McQueen build, taking the 4+, and just kind of shaving it down so that it's nice and sleek like he would be. The Pizza Planet truck from Toy Story 3, a set that I think a lot of people don't know exists, but that is a real Lego set. Back here, something special. This is from my friend Let's Play Games 11, and he made Avengers Endgame in Lego form, and he actually had me voice Ant-Man, so really cool. He actually used a quote from me on the back. Check it out. 29.2 thousand subscribers when he quoted me at that, so like 11,000 subscribers ago, basically. Pretty cool, but he sent me the DVD after he made it, so that was very cool, and I have it on display here. It kind of fell down, so that's why I was at an angle, but we've got the 1989 Batmobile with Green Goblin placed on top because I'm lazy and haven't found anywhere to put him. Moving down here, we've got more vehicles. The 1966 Batmobile, Guido from Cars, Gravedigger, the Hall of Armors from Iron Man, my favorite prequels ship, which is the Naboo Starfighter. Got a tractor here just because it's cool. What do we have over here? We've got, oh, I told you I had RC on display. There he is. Some mechs, the midi-scale Falcon, the Big Bang Theory set, Ironmonger. Moving down here, we've got the Rebel Base, pretty rare set. Picked it up on Facebook Marketplace last year. And then, of course, my custom mock build of the Avengers compound, combining 2 compounds from 2019 and 1 compound from 2021. So very, very cool. And yeah, these aren't necessarily my favorite sets. I mean, a lot of them are. I like a lot of these sets, but they're just ones I think are cool to display and ones that I think have very good display value. Moving over here, guys, this is the part I'm kind of embarrassed about. This is my closet full of stuff. Now, up top here, we have a bunch of my boxes. These are all empty boxes for the most part, but I save pretty much every Lego box I get. Moving down here, this is all stuff that needs to be sorted through, either to go back in my collection or for sales over on Instagram. These are some of my poly bags, just random stuff. I came up with this idea to, like, cut a wired clothes hanger, and then I could display all my poly bags like that, so I could kind of leaf through them. So that's cool. There's my Austin Powers action figure collection, and just more stuff that needs to find a home in my Lego city. There's my base plate collection, some really, really rare base plate stuff. Like that one on top is like the moon base plate. You'll notice there's like the vintage roads beneath that, so some really cool stuff there. Moving over, so remember, the door is right here. That's this display, the closet. Here is my Republic gunship just begging to be displayed, but unfortunately kind of surrounded by just stuff I really need to sort through. I just don't have a ton of time to do it. Here is my spare parts display. Well, really, they're like screw organizers or nail organizers or whatever, but I have everything labeled, as you can see, 1x2 plates, 2x1, so on and so forth. And it's just a good, quick way to know where all my pieces are, should I need them. Just random minifigure stuff up top there. This here, of course, is my gaming display. So, you know, my keyboard and all that. And this is my primary. And then I have this one up top here so I can, like, read YouTube comments as they come in and whatnot. I have not gamed in a long time, but I really need to. Moving down here, more sets just in storage. I, like, bag all my sets so that the pieces can't fall off. This is all stuff from my backlog. Not these, but these ones in the bag need to be reviewed still. Just need to find some of that time I hear everybody talking about having too much of. I just unfortunately can't find enough of it, but just a bunch of backlog stuff down here that really needs to get reviewed. Back here in the closet, this is all my sealed stuff that maybe investment pieces or things I'll hope to get to build one day, but you can see that it's just mountainous. It's just too much stuff. Anyways, moving over here, just more junk. I'll show you what's down there. Here's my autographs from Anthony Daniels and Kenny Baker, the actors that played C-3PO and R2-D2, respectively. I got to meet both of them when I was a kid, so that was really cool, meeting them at local Comic-Cons. And here is the money shelf. This is just the stuff I can't live without. It's my favorite of my favorite Lego stuff. This is a sealed Final Duel 2 and Final Duel 1. Just amazing, amazing stuff. This is Spider-Man's Train Rescue. Not sealed, but a great set from Spider-Man 2 that I have a lot of nostalgia for. Check out that clearance sticker. $5 at Walmart. This set's probably worth hundreds now, especially sealed, but mine's not sealed. Moving up here, I do have a sealed Jedi Duel, the first appearance of Count Dooku in Lego form. I actually got that and the one next to it, the Tusken Raider encounter from Daniel Logan, the guy that plays Boba Fett in Star Wars Episode 2 and voiced him in the Clone Wars. Up here, I have the T-16 Skyhopper, Jabba's Message, what is that one called? Jedi Defense 1, the Darth Vader transformation. One of my all-time favorite sets, Jango Fett's Slave 1. Really, really fantastic set. Just some random stuff displayed over here. Nothing too crazy, although this one's kind of crazy. This was the announcement package for the Lego Batman video game. In fact, if I pick it up and flip it around, you'll see there's some cool Lego Batman artwork on the back. But this was from, I think, San Diego Comic-Con or E3. I can't remember, but anyways, you would like go through this build a minifig section and get to build Batman and the Joker and put them in this cool box. And it popped up on eBay I guess about 2 years ago, and I picked it up then. You'll notice me saying 2 years ago on a lot of this stuff because that's when I was really buying a ton. here's my 501st Legion. A lot of these are custom printed and things like that, but really, really cool to have a big 501st Legion like that, including my misprint. This one right here is the misprint. If you look at his helmet next to a regular one, you can see that like the eyes are printed a little too low, the mouth is printed a little too low on this one right here. So I'll kind of hover on that for a second. But yeah, I randomly pulled that out of a 501st Battle Pack, and I absolutely love it. I had somebody offer me, I think, $300 for it once, and I politely turned them down. Here we have the 20th anniversary Star Wars figures. These came out in 2019. Really, really cool. They kind of did a redux of the original, Lego Star Wars minifigs. Over here, these are really, really cool. Toy collectors will recognize that packaging. These are Lego versions of the old Kenner packaging from the vintage Star Wars figures. This is what's called the first 12, which were the first 12 Star Wars figures, but of course they've been adapted to Lego. So moving the camera down, you can see we've got Luke, we've got Ben Kenobi, Darth Vader, Han Solo. Man, those are really reflecting the light. Princess Leia, Chewbacca, and check this out. This is a misprint Chewbacca. I bought a Lego collection a couple years ago, and in it was this misprinted Chewbacca. Notice he doesn't have printing on his nose, and his bandolier strap is printed the wrong way. See it going across his chest the wrong way? And you can see the regular Chewbacca right over his shoulder, so that's cool too. I had somebody offer me a lot of money for that, but unfortunately for them, it is not for sale. I sell some stuff, but I don't really sell a lot of rare stuff like that. Speaking of rare stuff, I've got this San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Vixen from Legends of Tomorrow. That popped up on Facebook Marketplace about 3 years ago. Couldn't say no. I think it was like $70 or something. This is the Lego Store Pittsburgh opening. So for those of you that don't know, I grew up in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. And the Lego store in Pittsburgh, although I don't live there anymore, it opened on my 23rd birthday, so the manager there helped me get the 23rd minifigure out of 500 to celebrate since it was my birthday, and of course he's black and gold and a hockey player for the Pittsburgh Penguins, so that's pretty cool. Got my holiday minifigs over here. The Beatles are my favorite band, so of course I have my Lego Beatles. Then I have my 3 evolution of bricks. So this is the very first brick I ever did back when my name was Lego Superheroes Today. This was the second brick I ever did, and now this is the current brick. So really cool. True fans will have all 3 of those. Not a lot of the Lego Superheroes Today ones floating around anymore, but like I said, true fans will have them, and I have a couple here. So if you want one, like hit me up or something, maybe I can get one to you. But anyways, yeah, I have these displays on the wall. I mean, dear God, look how many minifigures that is. That's just absolutely crazy. So when I build my customs, it's usually a carnage of craziness down here. Like, here's all my Loki figures grouped together. There's all my Mandalorian figures grouped together. Yeah, so I mean, it's just, there's my Black Widow pieces. It's just, honestly, an absolute mess when I'm making customs, and there's been so much going on lately that it's just absolutely crazy. Anyways, you'll notice some bare spots on the wall here because I've been working on some customs, but I've got all my figures pretty well grouped up by movie or theme, so like, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy, and they're all there in chronological order of appearance. Again, some are missing because I'm working on some showcases and some custom stuff, but you get the general idea. But yeah, you can see how they're displayed. A lot of bricks mounted to the actual plates that are mounted to the wall using command strips. So really cool stuff. All my big figs are there. All my Star Wars figures are over here. Now, like troopers and stuff that I have multiples of, I try to keep at least one of everybody on the wall, and then I have like a whole bin of figures elsewhere. Let's see, just more like aliens and like offshoot movies like Rogue One, Solo, the sequel trilogy. Lots of random stuff up there like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Jurassic, Lego Movie, and then all my CMFs are kind of bunched together here. At any point, if you guys just want to like pause the video, you could take a closer look at everything. There are all my Batman suits kind of grouped together, Justice League characters. Got some villains up there, like Batman villains, things like that. So yeah, we've got our Disney figures here. I've got a couple plushies over here. And then when I'm building my customs, I use all my pieces from here. So you'll see like hair, and there's all the hair. You'll see flesh heads, and there's all that. So then I just have some random pieces here that I really like up top. Not really sure what to do with them, but yeah. And I was not planning on filming this part, but this is my living room too, where I do have a lot of other Lego stuff. Like here is my Lego architecture collection, just some of my favorites. Above that is my 2001 A Space Odyssey shrine. It's my favorite movie of all time. There's an 8x10 signed by both of the lead actors. Really cool. Here, of course, is my Disney Parks lightsaber. That's pretty cool. If that noise wasn't annoying, I would actually leave that on for the rest of the video, but not going to do that. So moving down here, we've got the Nintendo NES set. We've got the ship in a bottle. Got the Mustang, the Ford Mustang there. What else do I have over here? Just some random stuff. Here's my vintage Star Wars collection. Growing every day, but growing very smallly. All loose, of course. Nothing in, like, unbelievable condition. There's my very rare Toucan Sam from Fruit Loops. That was like a promotional item Lego gave to some Kellogg's sales reps back in the 90s. Then, of course, the original Lego Star Destroyer built to playset scale. I love that. It's glued together, and because of that, somebody sold it to me for $35 on Facebook Marketplace. Still can't believe that one. Let's see, we've got the Falling Water set, which I really love because, of course, I grew up in Pennsylvania, and this real location is like maybe an hour from my house, so that's pretty cool. Got the Beatles Yellow Submarine back there. Got my Cara Dune action figure that I found, ever since Gina Carano got canceled. Her action figures are worth a fortune, so hopefully I can retire on that someday. My friend Let's Play Games made this cool little mock of me from my music video for The Girl Next Door, and he sent me that. So remember, I have a P.O. box. You can send me fan mail now if you want. Link, or rather the address in the description down below. This is the original Republic gunship. Got another Jedi Bob, so I actually own two of them. Original battle droids back there, some clone troopers. Really, really cool stuff. This is the Tantive 4, which Lego sent me to review, which was very, very cool. I've got my plushie banana guy back there with his face stitched on upside down. Really, really cool and random. Got the Beatles art set, built the George Harrison one because I thought he looked the coolest. Then this is an Ant-Man and the Wasp theatrical poster that is signed by Peyton Reed, the director of Ant-Man. It says, "To Jonathan, keep wearing that suit. Let's get small. Cheers, Peyton Reed." Because he knows I'm an Ant-Man cosplayer. So, anyways, his assistant's mom met me at a cosplay event here in Tennessee, and she surprised me and got Peyton to sign this, and she gave it to me. So that's really cool. It's kind of the centerpiece of my living room here. Then, of course, we've got the Amelia Earhart gift with purchase. Got the original clone turbo tank from 2005 with the light up Mace Windu, but as you'll remember, he's on display back in my room. Got the Stranger Things set. Got the Back to the Future DeLorean Lego Ideas set. Got the Friends Central Perk set. Got some creator expert vehicles like the Ferrari, the VW van, the VW Beetle. Got Wally back there. Let's see, we've got the Jurassic Park T-Rex. Got the Fiat 500 set. Got SpongeBob's Pineapple House back there. Just got some random stuff on this shelf. Really need to get it all cleaned up here. Got the Sopwith Camel. I got that in a Lego buy about, I think I got it last year, but really cool set. Got Flo's V8 Cafe from Cars 2. I keep trying to getting around to review that, but I don't know. For whatever reason, I just keep forgetting to review it. So trying to get some stuff out of the way here, but back there, you can see my Lego Indiana Jones collection, starting off with the more boring stuff, the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull stuff, the actual Kingdom of the Crystal Skull set. Let's see, got all of these sets, but what you're looking at here is a complete run of Lego Indiana Jones sets. This is every Lego Indiana Jones set that they made. As I said, it's my favorite theme, and I really just love owning all of the sets. Of course, got the iconic idol grab scene going on right there. The Temple of Doom up behind it, so really cool stuff. Got the Jurassic Park gate, ATTE. Down here we have some Spider-Man stuff from Spider-Man 2. Both sets that you saw the boxes of earlier in this video, but really, really cool to see on display. Got the Tumbler from The Dark Knight. Got the 2011 Millennium Falcon. Got the original UCS Batmobile, Disney Train. Well, I was about to say, what's this? That's the most recent minifig playset version of the Star Destroyer. Here we have the Jango Fett Slave 1, so like I have two Jedi Bobs, I have two Jango Fetts, and I guess by proxy two Boba Fetts too. But this is one of my all-time favorite sets. As I mentioned, I have a third AT-AT, which you're looking at right now. Of course, I've got a little snow speeder there, and you can see that the tow cable, there is going around his leg, so that's cool. And then, last but not least, for all my LEGO Marvel fans, I have the Helicarrier on display here. Absolutely fantastic set, and really, really awesome. So, some really cool stuff out here in the living room. As I said, you know, I'm just always moving stuff around, and that's how stuff like this happens, but I am trying to find a good permanent home for everything, but it's always cool to hang out in my living room because there's always something going on with the LEGO collection. Alright guys, well thank you for hanging out. I know this was a really long video with lots of moving parts, but I hope you enjoyed this glimpse into my process and my world here where I do all the LEGO content with and for you guys. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart for 40,000 subscribers. Is that backwards? Yeah, it's backwards. It's whatever. But thank you guys so much. I so appreciate all of you. 50,000 will be on the way soon, 100,000 after that, and then from there we'll take over the world. I don't know about that, but thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys on the next video.